What's up, folks? Welcome back. So I'm just going to do a quick update here on my reptile room and what has happened. So if you guys remember from my older videos, I had it set up so that pretty much this whole place was my rodent slash reptile room, and that wasn't working out. My Boa Monzsta has went crazy because of it, and pretty much he hasn't stopped being aggressive until now that I've actually removed the rodents out of this room and gave them their own room to be enclosed in. Now that he doesn't have that constant smell, he's pretty much chilling. So he's not become aggressive too much anymore. He's actually been handleable. Of course, when I'm making a video, stuff decides to fall from my shelf. But yeah, so he's actually been acting a lot better lately. But what happened is I had to sacrifice half of this place for my closet. So as you can see here now, my closet's there. Of course, some gigantic bubble wrap that I'm gonna need shortly for a project. So, like I said, when I'm making a video, things decide to fall, but whatever. As you can see, my messy stuff up here. Just, this place is still a little bit of a work in progress, but you can see all my clothes in there. Got like some storage stuff down here, and laundry, detergents, dog food. Got pretty much all this other stuff, all this other clothes here. Just got to take care of a few things, and then starting pretty much from this shelf on is the reptile room. So that is my Sandy chips that I picked up, and this is my makeshift rack going on here. This area here that's all cleared out now, this is going to be room for my rack. So if you can see the space here, rack's probably going to come out about a good 2 or 3 feet out into the middle, and it's going to be as long as I can make it so that those boa bins stay there. Or I might actually just move them over here where you see the Sandy chips and make that rack even longer but lower. So we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you guys posted and updated definitely on what's going on. So you can see, got the leopard geckos in here, got my snakes up here, a couple of them, and then the other Leo down here. Then we got all the pickups that we got, some different snakes here, here. We got our Pac-Man in there, scorpion and tarantula, which by the way are going to be gone soon, so I will be selling these two shortly. And then over here we have the 2 boas, so I went ahead and separated them, no longer together, since I figured he could also be having some breeding aggravation. So I didn't want to keep anything that might keep him aggressive, so he is now on his own. But once she bulks up and is ready to breed, she will be down there with him, and then that bin up top will go to a different snake. And then over here we have the feeder, insect feeder bin. So this thing I had full of supplies, which I still have to finish sorting out. As you can see here is superworm and mealworm colony going on. And big shout outs here to Timberline Supplies. They really hooked it up big time at the show, guys. If you see all these worms back here, I mean, there's just tons of them. I could honestly say maybe a couple, not even, maybe about 100 of them were already from my own colony. And then we came up on 1,000 free worms from them. Not to mention that I have 1,000 free wax worms as well. And I got about 500 crickets. So, which a lot of the crickets were already fed off because I really don't like crickets at all. So that's why you don't see that many here, but they're in there. You just gotta watch them all jump around and stuff. So I figured I'd start a tiny little colony, but they stink so bad that I think I'm just gonna end up feeding them off, or just downsize big time on this colony because they just really smell really bad. So, and then here we got the beetles and the worms. So once again, thank you very much to Timberline. Really appreciate that, guys. You guys were awesome. Just gave away all that stuff. I mean, that easily there is probably a good 30-40 bucks or more worth of feeder insects. So that's the update here, guys, in this place. That rack you're gonna see built in about a week or two. Alright, give me 2 or 3 actually. But yeah, definitely gonna be building up that rack and getting things started. So thanks for tuning in. Just a short update, and stay tuned for more as we progress further with this. Alright guys, take it easy.